somebody as a bad person because we know there's other side. But if you're not, you gotta realize they're in a job where 90% of the calls they face are with the 10% of bad black people who are causing all the problems.
Yep.
So unfortunately, they would use a broad brush to paint everybody the same way. And it's like, no, that's not how it is.
Yep.
I want people to get out here, talk to the community, meet the people. Understand that not everybody's a bad actor. You don't have to come in on 10 all the time. You got to go there. You have to speak to people like they're human beings.
I think it's scary. I think it's really scary, and we do need our own to police us. I really agree with that. We need more African American candidates to join the police force because it's scary, man. Like if white or other races that don't get our lingo, that don't know black culture or what goes on in the hood, and they come upon certain individuals or situations where, certain lingo is said, they're ready to pull out their gun because they don't know what the hell a certain lingo means.
That happens more often than you'd want to believe. It's almost, and people might be able to relate to this. You remember on Sanford and Son when they had the black cop and the white cop, and every time they showed up, Fred would say something to the white cop, and then he looked at the black cop for translation. That happens a lot.
Exactly.
That happens. I've had to translate a lot of times.
Yes.
Like this guy, he was panicking because he said, I'm sorry, but I have so many police stories. I mean, dealing with white officers, it's like, this guy was panicking because he was running from the police, and they're like, where's the drugs? And he's like, what are you talking about? He said, you in the alley. He said, yeah, I just dropped off 2 quarter pieces, and then y'all put the lights on. I just tried to take off. You scared me. So they're like, where the drugs at? Quarter pieces, where the drugs at? And this dude was terrified because he kept saying, I just dropped off 2 quarter pieces. So I had to explain to him, if an attractive woman is a dime, then a gorgeous woman is a quarter. So he had 2 attractive females in the car, and he just dropped them off at their house. Then y'all put he was like, why didn't you just say that? He's like, that is what I said. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh yes.
So it's like I say,
Oh my god.
Scary.
Cultural.
It's scary, man. It's really scary because something could be said where a white officer or Chinese officer or whatever type of the race, and they don't even know what the lingo is, and they take it as offensive, and then they're ready to draw their gun. And it's like, no, that's what he just said is nothing offensive or against you. It's a total hood cultural thing that you just don't understand or get.
Yeah, like I said,
it's scary out here, man. The black life is in fear every day.
Yeah.
Yes, men and